how to deal with risks, how to actually manage risks, how to foresee, and what actions should we take. Because when we are founding a startup, when we are building a new product, when we are trying to launch something which is innovative, which is not an ordinary product in the market, we will definitely face multiple risk factors. And I usually suggest to apply risk management matrix. Maybe it sounds a little bit complicated, but actually it's not. And what does it mean, risk management matrix? You actually write down all possible risks that you can think of. You don't actually need to solve those risks right now. Just simply write them down. And then you draw the chart with two axes. On one axis, you draw the impact. So how strong the impact on your business, on you personally will be if this risk actually happens. And the second line, the second axis is the probability or the likelihood. How likely it is that you will face this risk, that this risk will eventually happen. And here is a trick. You don't need to solve all possible risks in advance. You don't need to think about all of them in advance. But here are two blocks, two categories of risks that you should take care of in advance, and this will give you a peace of mind. So the first risk graph is those risks that likelihood of happening the risk is really high. It means there are great chances that this risk will happen. For instance, you won't get customers as easy as you expect, and you won't get customers as cheaply as you expected, with limited resources to invest in marketing. And the impact of the risk is huge. So if you have no customers, and what you're going to do about that? You don't have cash flow, you don't have funds to develop your product, you don't have any reserves, and you may simply go bankrupt, go out of the business. So what you need to do is to find solutions how to reduce the likelihood of that risk. So remember, the likelihood of the risk is high. The impact of the risk factor is high. Your number one priority is to find the ways how to reduce the likelihood of that risk, reduce chances that that risk gonna happen. And the second quadrant, the second group of risks are those risks that impact is huge, is really significant, but the likelihood is not so big. It means that if this risk is gonna happen, it will hurt your business, it will hurt you personally, and it will be a huge drawback for you. But chances are rather low. So what do you want to do in that case is that you foresee possible actions, possible action plan, what you're gonna do if this risk actually happens. So you don't make any solutions in advance, you don't make any steps in advance, but you just prepare like a safeguard plan what you're gonna do when this risk happens. And other two categories of risks are of low importance. So should you waste your energy and your time on thinking about overcoming these risks that likelihood is low, the impact is low? No, you do nothing about that. And what should you do about those risks that impact is low and likelihood is high? Well, this is a really great chance that this risk is gonna happen, but the impact on your business will be minor. Should you take care about that in advance? No. So you simply set yourself on that position that you will have to deal with consequences, and that's it. So the impact won't be as high to kill your business. So that's not the main focus. So when you come down to sorting your risk factors, remember to measure them according to the impact on your business and the probability that this risk will happen. And you want to focus only on these risk factors. You want to put your energy, time, and brain power on those risk factors that have huge impact on your business.